What is going on, Android fans, YouTube viewers, and my subs? Today we will be reviewing the Urban Armor gear case for the Galaxy S4. Now to quickly show you what came out of the box is obviously the case itself, and they give you a nice little bonus screen protector. As I usually buy all my Android products, this was purchased off Amazon for about $15.90. So, you know, if that's out of your budget range for a case, I know which most are, because you can buy cases for like $5-6. You know, this may not be for you, but interestingly enough, though, I think this case is worth the price. I'll give you several reasons why. Look at the design. To me, very stylish in a way. It kind of gives you like a construction worker kind of feel, like you're out on a construction site, and if you can take a nice hard fall, this case will definitely protect you. So just give you a nice little look at the case even more. The outer part of the case is hard plastic, while the inner edges is rubber, and also you can see on the corners you have a protruding bumper. So basically, more than likely when your case falls, it's going to fall on the edges, so you got that extra rubber to absorb more impact and, you know, reduce the damage that your phone would have taken. Now, simple enough, like most cases, you just take the case and you just basically push the phone right in. Real simple. Push it in, you're good to go. Now I want to show you guys how much lip protection that you get in this phone. Let me zoom in to show you how much lip you're going to get this phone. Now, from my experience with other previous cases, I would say this lip size is about medium. This is like a medium sized lip. So I mean, same theory as most. If you fall on a flat surface or you want to put your phone face down on a desk, you'll be fine. Your phone won't touch. As far as taking a face plant on uneven surface, I would say you're 50-50, since I consider this a medium sized lip. If it's an uneven surface, it may protect you, but then it may not. You get what I mean? Like, that's my analogy of a medium-sized lip. A thicker lip, like my CDO Active case, you're fine and protected in all cases. The speaking case, which I had previously, that was a very thin lip. I would feel that you'd be in a world of hurt if it falls on an uneven surface. This right here, I feel like you're 50-50. Now, one of the best features about this case, unlike my previous case, which is the soup case, is the buttons for the volume rocker and the power button. It is soft, meaning you lose no clickability at all, and you have no resistance increasing your volume or pressing the power button for your on and off on your phone. That is one of the best things. Also, I'm going to show you a nice little I like the cutouts of what this company did with the case. Now look where you see the cutouts for the volume rocker, the IR blaster, and the cancellation mic. They're nice and wide. You get what I mean? So people who have different type of headphones, especially L-shaped headphones, you should have no issues. Now I want to give you a comparison now of how wide this cutout is compared to my other cases. Check out the soup case. You see how much close off that is? Also check out the speaking case. Let me move it up. Let me move this over some. Give you a comparison. Bring the suitcase right back in. Nice and wide cutout, so you should have no issues with headphones at all. Now let's check out the bottom cutout for the USB charger. Now you notice the suitcase is kind of enclosed a little bit, so you may run into some issues with some cases. I don't know, but you can tell how the inner part kind of protrudes in, so that might present some kind of an issue. Now with the speaking case, it's a little bit wider than the suitcase. The only problem is this plastic band here. You get what I mean? Like, you can't really force your way something into it, or else you may damage the plastic band. Once you damage this plastic band, this case is pretty much useless. Now the difference between the Urban Armor and the speaking case, it's much more wider at the height, so you should have much more freedom to go with different third-party chargers. And also the microphone has a lot more space to hear you. So basically you won't have any muffled sound. You get what I'm saying? It's going to receive your voice much louder and much clearer than both these cases, especially when compared to the speaking, because the speaking is so tiny. Now let's compare how much length you get with the lip. Here's me trying to show off the thickness of this medium-sized lip of the Urban Armor gear case for the GS4. It seems about, yeah, as I mentioned earlier during the video, the protection you get seems pretty decent. You get what I mean? So flat surfaces, like most cases with a lip, you'll have no issues at all. Now I want to do a little comparison to my other two cases of how thick the lip is. I'm sorry. Like I said, this case right here, lip is very thin. As I mentioned in my earlier case review of the Spigen Neo Hybrid, nice minimalistic design, but this lip is very thick. So if you take a face plant with this case on, you may be in trouble. Now back to the suitcase. This lip's completely, it has like curved edges right here, and it wraps around much more tightly at the corners. So you should be fine with this case. I feel like this case lip is much more intuitive than the Urban or the Spigen. But let's go back to the Urban Armor and give you one more look. And that's the lip comparison. The Urban Armor gear for the Galaxy S4 changes the way the phone feels in your hand. Now, when you hold the Galaxy S4 in your hand raw or naked without a case, you have a curvy, rounded edge kind of feel. I'll give you fair warning, this case gives you a more squarish kind of feel. It looks squarish in the front, and that's the feel it gives you in the hand by the feel of the corners. It's not as rounded and it's not as curvy as the phone is, or maybe a curvier case. But you know, if that's not an issue for you, this phone is definitely worth the $13. And if the rugged feel and design of this case doesn't bother you, go for it. Now, I'll give you fair warning at first. When this case is brand new out of the box, it feels a little slippery. Give it a week or so of use. Once I guess you get your grubby paws on the case and start breaking it in, the slippery feel of it starts to kind of fade away. It sounds weird. That doesn't sound kind of right, but trust me, it's from my experience. I had this case for about a week now, and I've been doing some testing on it. Design wise, I like it. Like I said, I feel like I'm a construction worker out in the field on a demolition site, and if I take maybe a 50 feet fall, this case will definitely hold me down. And if you do get this case, get this color, right? Getting black and white, it's kind of dull. Most people who buy cases usually get the traditional black and white case. I seen this case in black, I seen it in white, and it's just kind of boring. That's just my opinion, to each his own on that front. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed the review of the Urban Armor gear for the Galaxy S4. If there's any questions that I did not answer, or anything you may want to know, write a comment in the comment section below. And if you like my video, hit that like button. Jay Silva from SNNTEC, and I'm out, y'all. Later.